biggest thing. It's just physically being in the game is probably the biggest thing.
And what were you able to do on that last scoring drive offensively to get the offense going, basically?
Our offensive line did a great job. We were able to run the ball. A lot of teams, whenever they get down to they're down in the fourth quarter with about 4 minutes left, 5 minutes left, they want to throw the ball. And luckily, we're confident enough in our running game and our running backs to be able to run the ball and run the ball effectively. We had a couple big runs by Juwan that really got us down the field. And then also you have to be able to throw the ball, and Jamison was able to make a couple plays for us. We were able to get the ball out of our hands quick to John L. as well, who made a couple hitch plays and turned it into 12 yards. And so there's just a lot of different areas of players playing well that allowed us to move the ball down the field.
And then one of those players, obviously, Devon Evans. Let's talk about his efforts.
If he's not on SportsCenter Top 10 tomorrow, I need to get the number for SportsCenter and have a talk with somebody. But I mean, it's such a great effort on his part individually. I guess we've had a corner before get 2 interceptions for touchdowns on back-to-back drives, but I don't think he had a kick return as well. So that's something really special.
Is it easy to step into a game like this after started a couple of games early in the season?
It's definitely easier just knowing. I've been there before. My teammates are confident in me because I have started those games earlier in the season, and I was able to step in halfway through the Memphis game and just kind of, things just kind of worked for us, and so that's never a problem. And I guess, to answer your question, it did help.
What's it like throughout the game for you? Are you communicating with the coaching staff as Anthony's kind of struggling out there, or how does that work?
It's mainly communication between me, Anthony Boone, Thomas Sirk, Parker Bain. Because we always know what plays running on the field, and so after the play, me and Parker and Sirk will talk about what coverage it was, what happened, and then also our offensive GA, Matt Sims, we're able to talk with him as well about what's going on, what he's seeing. So we're all staying in the game mentally, even whenever we're not in the game.
So what was your reaction when I'm assuming Coach Cutcliffe told you were going in the game?
It's just one of the, it's kind of the same thing as Memphis. You're mentally in the game, so now you just have to get yourself mentally prepared to go into the game. So it's just you have to be able to just flip that switch and get in the game and get the offense moving.
Were you surprised when he said you're going in?
I wouldn't say surprised, but I wouldn't say I wasn't surprised at the same time. It's just one of those things that happened, and I think it was more. It wasn't necessarily because Anthony was just playing very poorly. It was just kind of a switch up to try to get the offense, maybe a kick start to the offense. And initially, a lot of credit has to go to State because they were playing well the entire game. You saw even whenever I first went in, there was the initial spark, but I turned the ball over, and after that, State kind of settled down and kind of stopped the QB runs, and so they kind of stopped it too, and luckily we were able to get a drive towards the end.
Was there anything in particular that changed as you settled in that let you guys go on that long drive?
The only thing that changed is that we started executing. Just throughout every single drive of the game, whether Anthony was in or whether I was in, it was somebody was just making a mental error, whether it was the quarterback, the offensive lineman missing a block, or a receiver dropping a pass or something. And so we just need to become more consistent every single play.
Thanks, Brandon.
Do you guys even think about the 2006 Demon Deacons and them going to the ACC championship game?
We were focused on State before this game, and now we're going to switch our focus over to Miami. We're not looking any further past that.
Okay, so no thought at all.
We're playing Miami.
It seems like the cold weather made a head effect on some of the receivers catching.
I couldn't tell. I couldn't comment on what happened with the receivers. You have to ask them. I don't know.
It's kind of becoming what